Alright, hey there Proxyians, this is Proxify here, and guys, welcome back to another episode of the Super Mystery Dungeon Let's Play. And I know that this seems a little bit weird because I thought that basically the last episode was going to be the final episode, but this is actually not going to be the final episode because this one in particular is actually going to be the finale that is actually going to be happening here for Super Mystery Dungeon, because basically from what I've been looking up here with the story is that this should actually be the final part where we are actually going to be doing some last bit of some stuff before the actual post game actually does happen. But I just want to let you guys know as well is that if you guys want me to do the post game or not for this, because I will be ending off this series here for this episode for today. And yeah, so I have to say throughout here, basically throughout this whole entire game, I have been enjoying every little bit of this game. It has been such a fun game to play. I've been hearing some good things about this game when it first did come out, and I know that this game is a little bit easier than the other previous type of mystery dungeon games that we have played before in the past. But this one, I have to say, it was actually kind of straightforward. There wasn't really any like monster houses or any of the sort that actually was kind of making us a little bit of a challenge. The only time that we ever actually did kind of run into somewhat of a monster house was during the time of when we actually met up with Zork down over at one of the other featured other type of maps, I guess, to head to other different side missions with some other Pokemon to get connected with all of them. And yeah, that was like the only time that was actually somewhat of a problem, and we did actually die there. But yeah, also too, I really did like the Dark Matter fight, really fun. I know that I did kind of go ahead and use out the EXP cheat to basically make my guys go up to a level 100, but I just want to just do that just in case that if we ever did die, that I want to at least get to see what the ending of this game was all about. I know that basically in our Explorers the Sky playthrough, when we actually did that back in the day, I know that we didn't really make it all the way through to actually get to see what the end was all about. But it was pretty fun because we did make it all the way up until we actually went and taken on Darkrai, but unfortunately we got destroyed by him later on. But yeah, also too, this is actually the very first time that I am actually doing this on a brand new computer, that I've been, wanting to, kind of do, some new series with, for a very long time. And it has been taking me almost about maybe, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 months, ever since I have gotten this new gaming tower and new gaming computer and new gaming desk that I've been wanting to get everything set up for, and it just took such a long time. And unfortunately, the one thing that was kind of stopping everything was basically trying to get my Xbox adapter for my new Xbox controller. Because unfortunately, I couldn't even do anything with this new computer that I have. Because unfortunately, if I didn't have the adapter, my Xbox controller was not going to be working. Because my wireless receiver doesn't really work anymore because it's old technology. So unfortunately, I have to go and use new technology to literally make my Xbox controller work. But yeah, it's been pretty fun so far, and let's start going and heading on over to what this is all about. So we got Caracosta, so, oh, Prox, good morning. You must have been tuckered out, so you slept half throughout the morning away. So what's that? You want to know where Zap has gone off to? Well, last I heard, he was planning to pop on over to the hill with the big tree. And that is where the final part is going to be heading right here. So, oh, and also, too, I just want to let you guys know is hopefully you guys are having yourself a good Tuesday. You guys should also be seeing, I want to say maybe a Mother 3 episode Happy Out Your Way. Yeah, you are going to be seeing a Mother 3 episode Happy Out Your Way because we did a back-to-back episode of Earthbound, which it was actually pretty fun. Hopefully you guys went and checked out that series out, because right now we just went and literally battled out the Super Starman Deluxe over at the Stonehenge base, which was a little bit scary because at first I thought we were going to be able to just insta-kill him out with the multi-ball rocket. Didn't really happen. Then you start calling out a whole bunch of other Starmans, and that just wasn't really all that too fun at all. But at least we did a second multi-ball rocket, instantly destroyed him, and now we're heading back on over to Onet to pick up ourselves the Book of Shyness and also some other things that we also have to do in that next episode, which we'll worry about that for that series a little bit later on. But you guys are probably also wondering, is Prox, what other series are you going to be doing after this game is done? Literally, I have no idea on what I'm going to be doing next. I know that I've been getting involved in a few co-ops with some other people that we are going to be starting off relatively soon throughout the next few months. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm just letting you guys know that I am going to be doing a co-op with someone at some point, and I'll kind of leave it off at that. So you guys will be seeing that somewhere down the road in the summer. So stay tuned for that, because that is going to be pretty awesome. But yeah, onwards back to the tree that we go and see what is going to be happening here. So there's Zap, just kind of chilling here. See what he's up to. So Zap, what's going on, dude? Oh, good morning, Prox. Prox, come on over. It feels nice under the clouds. I have to say, this tree has been here since, like, quite a few times that we've been, like, just kind of seeing, like this was like the time that I think at the very beginning we became like expedition members, and also got to see a few of our friends and whatnot kind of like team up together, like kind of like planning out our way into the Age of Barrow and all that stuff. Like, this tree has been like kind of like seen throughout everywhere. So this is where I gave you that scarf too. This is where Airfroze let us become Expedition Society members. Yep, that's what happened. This is where we decided to leave the village to set out together, and there were so many memories up here. So it's true, I remember so many times. No wonder though that this is such a great spot, and it feels so nice up here. I really want to say to stay in this world, but that's it. So Zap. And so Prox told Zap what was coming. So Prox. So is this about time that we're going to be heading back to our human world? So how the role that Prox had to play in this world had come to an end, and before long it would be time to return back to the human world, and yet Prox wished to stay right here in this world, and so they needed to find a way for Prox to stay. So Prox explained to Zap on the day that they're on the hill with the big tree. So more than anything else, I want to stay here with you, Zap. I don't ever want to say goodbye. Now, I think in the post game, right after, once after this whole final chapter is done, there's gonna be a few days here and there that you can just basically kind of do whatever you want to do, and then at some point, Airfroze will actually be able to talk to you, and he will actually give you a special kind of secret area that you can actually go and do some exploring in. But I'm not really too entirely certain on what that's all about. But if you guys want me to actually go ahead and actually do that type of area, let me know in the comments, and we may probably do one more kind of bonus episode for this game here. So back to when Celebi told me that he thought that this battle would be my battle to fight. I knew that somehow that he was right. It was like something just clicked, although I had no idea what it meant then. But once I touched Xerneas, I finally got it. In my previous life, I was Mew. In a previous life? What? Prox, well, we met long ago, way longer than you can even imagine. And when we fought the way back in the past, we defeated Dark Matter, and thanks to the stars aligning just right. Or that's what we thought, but that wasn't really true. Prox, you and Mew defeated Dark Matter using all your strength, but it's no good just to defeat Dark Matter. All the hatred inside Dark Matter rained down upon the world. So that Dark Matter would be reborn into the distant future, and it was. And it's like Dark Matter told us in the battle. In other words, the last time that we defeated Dark Matter, we actually failed. Mew messed up, I messed up, so I prepared to take responsibility, so I set my own spirits into the future to be born as Zap. Zap? You? So it wasn't the BAME that made you lose all your memories, it was me. Or Mew, erased your memories. Wow, so that was kind of a big, huge plot twist. So all this time, like for your partner Pokemon, we actually had Mew throughout our whole entire journey, and Mew was the one that basically made us lose our memories. So from a negative emotion lurking within the nature of Pokemon, some of those emotions originated from Mew as well. But when I accepted Dark Matter disappeared along with the part that came from Mew. So it was my battle. I was fighting to forgive Mew to forgive myself, the moment that I accepted Dark Matter. So I see it a sudden motion of my destruction as a part of Dark Matter. It's not you who has to go, Prox. It's me. Oh, what? So it's kind of the reverse way this time. I asked Xerneas for one more favor, and when I remembered everything, I knew that I would disappear, but wanted to at least tell you, Prox, that I had to explain. I begged him not to make me disappear before I at least got to do that. So, I'm glad to keep his end of the bargain. So it's a strange feeling. I'm Mew, but at the same time I'm not. I'm Zap too, you know. I'm not just the same Mew as I was back then, but the part of me that's Mew is filled with joy at finally having done that I was meant to do. but the part of me is Zap and hates that I have to give up on my dreams right when I was just getting started, and hates that I have to say goodbye to you. So just so you know, Prox, I really want to stay with you too, Prox, and I actually wanted to stay with you forever, but the light, I guess I'm out of time. Just remember that this world only keeps going because everyone supports one another, and they live every day accepting one another, and the one who taught the truth to a self-centered fool like me, it's you, Prox. So Zap, I had a lot of fun, getting to have a dream, getting to meet you, getting to live. Oh, Zap, wait, thank you. It was all because of you, Prox. Oh man, and there goes Zap. I'll be fine. I'm always fine, aren't I? So Prox, do me one last favor, and don't you cry. And Zap is, no, it can't be. This is how it's supposed to end? Is this why I chose to forget everything? Did I know that this was the only way that things could end? Did I have to forget to be able to go through it with it all? For the sake of the Pokemon world? And most of all, for Zap? Zap. No. Oh man, how are we ever going to be doing the post game now if Zap's not going to be here with us? Oh man, who's going to take our partner spot? Aw. Well, now we're gonna be in the sad cutscene now. But yeah, I have to say the two battles with Dark Matter was actually somewhat a little bit scary. Like if we weren't really like at level 100, I think we would have probably died like very quickly. I would have probably have to say, and we probably would be losing out on a lot of reviver seeds. And if things would have gone our way that it was going to be planning out to be. I think if I had to plan out my strategy a little bit better, is that like probably before actually heading into the final area of the Tree of Life, I should have literally grabbed out more calciums and more like other type of stat boosting stuff for our guys, because then I wouldn't be in such of a pickle throughout the other few other dungeons, because I knew that since we were like getting up to the point where we were getting up to like maybe around like level 33, 35 level Pokemon, and we were just like kind of somewhat a little bit low to that, I kind of wanted to actually kind of boost up our guys a little bit, and I just didn't really do it because like since we had like Ampharos and Bayum and so many other different Pokemon that were at such a higher level that we didn't even need to worry about that at all. And also too, just having Salamence as our like main go-to guy for a little bit, and heading into some of those other like secretive, well not secretive, but the other like side missions to like help us out with other things were relatively pretty nice. But anyways, I guess this is where I'm gonna just end off this episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching this series. It has been a blast. I may probably want to go and do another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon down the road. I think the only one that we haven't really done yet is actually being Gates to Infinity, a game that I don't really like all that too much. But if you guys want me to do that, just let me know in the comments down below as well too, like in the future. But I'll see you guys in the next one, and also too let me know if you guys want me to do the post game for this area and check out what the final mystery dungeon is going to be. And I'll see you guys then, and peace.